Hello, I'm here. How's it going, everybody? I got this cauliflower crust pizza. It's a lean cuisine for lunch. I heard from Brenda Berner. She is at the beach. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. It looks like someone's parasailing too, because this is I don't she texted to say she didn't think she was gonna make it. I don't think she has cell service, but she sent me a picture. So, but I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry. I was worried I wasn't gonna be hungry at 1 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm hungry. And I actually saved this. I was thinking of eating this on Saturday, and I was like, oh, I want to eat that on my lunch live. So it's Tuesday, and whenever anybody comes in here, tell me how you're doing. Oh, I got one person watching. It's hard for me I'm going to put my pizza on a plate. Then I can show you the box of what this thing is I'm eating. The chicken bacon ranch palata. I don't know what the difference is between a palata and I think I'm supposed to fold it over like a sandwich. I think that's what the difference is. Let me get a plate. And then I'll be able to show you what the box looks like. Hi. Hey, I turned my back for a second and 2 people came in. Good to see you guys. Hey, Lori. Hey, Brandon. I am enjoying my journey of life. I'm really, really thankful, right? I'm really, really thankful to be where I am right now. I'm really thankful to be in Denver here and in this apartment. And okay, this is what I'm eating. So the Life Cuisine, I'm supposed to fold it over, so I'm actually eating it wrong because I'm eating it more like a pizza. It's supposed to be like a sandwich like that. So I was worried. I missed you last night. I guess you were busy, Lori. And I forgot what you said about you said for me to text you, and I forgot all about that, so I didn't text you. Oh, you did. Because I was okay. You have to let me know what was going on. Maybe I'll put this the way it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be like a sandwich. It's supposed to be like that. I don't know what the difference is, but I guess that's why it's not a pizza. It's a padata. It's this thing, PIADA. That's what it says. So it's supposed to be like a sandwich. How are things with you, Brandon? I have this. Zero sugar A&W. It's the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. And in the early Alice in Wonderland, the rabbit didn't have a name, and he was just called the White Rabbit. But in the recent one from 2010, they called him McTwist. I feel whole, so that's good. Never felt that. That's great. And you're here now, so my live doesn't interfere with your live. Do you go live before this? And I think that Roy and Becky go live right before me. And I think I did make it so it's right after theirs. I'm not sure still. Yeah, I ended up feeling hungry. I don't get up really early. I get up I'm kind of a night owl, so I went to bed. I'm trying to go to bed a little earlier. Hey, Kenneth. I'm trying to get on a better schedule. I'm always doing that because since I make my own schedule and I'm kind of a night owl, I'll be working on stuff at night, like writing or YouTube videos, and I'll be up till 2 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m. And then I start waking up, late, and I'm like, this is too late. Yeah, that's what happens to me. So if it's 2 there, you're on Central Time. So I was watching Joyce Meyer, and they were talking about your purpose, and it was really good. I'm talking about how you don't know everything ahead of time. And she was talking about Abraham and how, as he obeyed, God showed him and didn't even tell him where he was going, and he was leaving, just like, I'll show you. Just leave your I feel kind of like Abraham, actually. Leave your home and go to a place I'll show you. Yeah, I did feel like that when I left Georgia. Because God did have me in California, and I do kind of think that, like my parents, I'll end up in California at the end of my life, like they did, because they went to Florida. They were in Florida like 5 years, and then they were in Texas 10 years, and then they went back to California. So I kind of feel like, not that it has to be that way, with other people, but I just feel like for me, I feel like it will be like that I'll end up in California towards the end of my life. And well, it's not the end of my life yet. And so I was in California for my sister-in-law when she was ill. And so I felt like that was really God, and he really worked out the timing of that, because I could not have planned that, that way, that I was there the last month of her life. So, and but then, I didn't stay there, and then I decided to go back to the St. Louis area. And it's funny because yeah, it can be new every day, huh? I mean, just following what God wants you to do every day. That I don't know what's in this, but something's a little chipotle ranch sauce. I don't know. It has a little bit of a kick to it. It's cauliflower crust. It was topped with roasted white meat. Again, I'm done eating in 15 minutes. White meat, chicken, bacon, mozzarella, tomato, spinach, and chipotle ranch sauce. Ends up. Oh. Why am I just seeing? I'm just seeing a Facebook message today that I got yesterday. I need to pray for my friend's cat. So Serenity Art Studio, her cat is not well, and I need to answer that message. Oh, and I thought I brought my book over here. Okay, I did. It's underneath. I have this. I grabbed this at the grocery store, and I haven't even read it yet. So, I have some. These are Brussels sprouts. Yeah. That's pork tenderloin and Brussels sprouts on the cover. That looks good. But okay, I got. Yeah, my followers are called the Flames. So, hello, Flames. I'm gonna read a book about unfinished business, and so as they were talking about purpose, I relate a lot to the to Jay on the, because it was the talk part of Joyce Meyer's show. That's the talk show. It's called, what's it called? Hey, Anthony. Hello. How are you? So as she's talking about purpose, I relate a lot to Jay, because she was married. She only has one kid, and then she got, that was her purpose. And then she got divorced, and she's like, what's my purpose now? And I was I'm in the same boat. Because Colorado means red. So Lori's channel is Keeping Up with Colorado, and Colorado means red in Spanish. So she's red also, but she's Colorado. So, and her followers are the keepers. It always gets funny when I eat. So I was going to read you this one about unfinished business. And then there's another poem that goes with it. So, and the verse I put before this poem is, "For which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it?" Luke 14:28. Unfinished business. The bills lie stacked by the laundry door. There's dirt and hair on the bathroom floor. 1/2 of PB&J in the fridge. There's things I meant to put away, a long list of things to do today. Time to bow my head and pray. What do I have left to say? Do the things that matter most. Speak a word of cheer to someone so dear. The house left empty, unfinished. The book unpublished. The story's over. The marriage ended. This poem. That's the end. And then the next poem is called Born Again. And the verse I put before that one is, being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. Philippians 1:6. Born again. Once begun is half done. Start over and over again. Hello, I know you. We met once upon a dream. The story of my life is never ending, because stories always go on. But you finish what you begin, and you began this good work long ago. Your eyes saw my substance. In your book, my days were all written. Your plan is for my good. You are not the author of confusion, and I want to be like you. So I will finish what I begin. You came to serve, so will I. You came to heal and love. You came to die. You said, it is finished. So that is that. Oh, I'm going to read you a devotion too. My book is upside down because they put the cover on upside down. And I had a copy of this in my old house, but when I downsized, I think I donated that one to the Friends of the Library. I really don't know. Some of them I put in the free library too, but I think this one I donated. But so when I was at the Joyce Meyer conference, I bought another one, but it's funny because the cover is on it upside down. So it's like, so I'm like this, but it's a right side up. It's funny. This is a life worth living. This Froggy was on sale for after Easter, and I thought it was cute, and it's soft, not like a frog at all, not slimy at all. And sometimes you've seen the little acrostic, fully rely on God. That's what the frog reminds me of. So this is called for today. What is today? It's the 25th, right? Okay. A life worth living. I will extol you, O Lord, for you did me up. I don't know what that little thing was. That's interesting. You have lifted me up and have not yet let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried to you and you have healed me. O Lord, you have brought my life up from Sheol, the place of the dead. You may have developed negativity because of various disappointing events in your life, but you were never created by God to be negative, fearful, and doubtful. Yeah, I've been talking lately about being positive and how it's good for your health and everything. So, oh, you just okay? We will pray for each other. So, and after I read this, I will want to pray for my friend's cat too, because God even cares about that. God cares about our animals too. He cares about us more, but he does care about everything in our lives, and he cares about our pets. And so, you need to pray. Yeah, and Diana's cat's name is Cassie. Yeah, I'm gonna pray after I read this. So you may have developed negativity because of various disappointing events in your life, but you were never created by God to be negative, fearful, and doubtful. I grew up in a very dysfunctional home. My father was an alcoholic with an explosive temper. He was almost impossible to please. He was physically abusive to my mother and sexually, mentally, emotionally, and physically abusive towards me. I experienced many disappointments and devastations by the age of 18. I expected bad things to happen, thinking it would protect me from being disappointed when they did. I believed in God and prayed for his help, but I knew nothing about the laws of faith. Praying and being negative won't bring an answer. Praying and living in fear won't either. I had much to learn, but over the years, God has been faithful, patient, and loving. He changed me, healed me, and gave me the opportunity to help other people who are hurting also. He lifted me out of the ash heap and gave me a life worth living. He will do the same for you. That's encouraging. Lord, I recognize that the areas of my life where I am fearful and negative are not part of your design for my life. I ask you to lift me up and bring your healing touch. Amen. Yeah, I like that. And every time I read it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to read that on my live. I'm just like, yeah, that goes. Because before I read the one I read last night, I wanted to talk about, I knew I wanted to talk about being positive. So, I'm going to pray for, just pray for everyone here. If you want to give me a prayer request, you can, but I'm just going to pray for you if you're here. And I want to pray for Diana's cat. And I need to answer her back because yeah, I'm going to answer her right now because I don't know what's going on, and this was yesterday. Yeah, so I'm just going to say, I just got this text. Well, I realized I must have gotten it and just not seen it yesterday. I don't know. But my phone reminded me that, like, you got this yesterday. I'm live now, and I'll pray for Cassie. Cassie the cat. Her cats are from the same litter. Well, she said they're twins, so they must look alike too. I'm almost afraid to ask. I don't know. But I'm asking, how is she today? I hope she's okay. Was supposed to talk to Diana about my trip to Philly, but I haven't got to that yet. So, dear Lord, I want to pray for everybody that's here today, Lord. Please touch Lori and heal her body, Lord. Touch us all and help us want to follow you and do your will and for you to guide us, Lord. We lift up Diana's cat to you, Lord. We pray that you would be with her and give Diana peace, and that, if possible, her cat could get better, Lord. We just thank you for our furry friends and for blessing us with them. And we just pray that Diana's cat is okay. And I pray that you continue to guide us all in our lives, Lord, and help us to be in your word and wanting to follow you and do your will, and help us to trust you, Lord, and help us to forgive those who have hurt us. And if we have done wrong to those people, for them to forgive us. And I just thank you for giving Brandon a sense of wholeness today, and just thank you for all your blessings on us, Lord. I thank you that Lori must be feeling a little better today, and I pray that she is recovering, and that you would continue to heal her, Lord. I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. So, 28 minutes. So, let me play my flute. That kind of, I don't know, that helps me. So it's for me, not for you. I got new toys at Target. Like, I didn't need them, but I did. This thing's loud. So I have new neighbors, I guess, up above me, and it's not too loud, really. I didn't hardly notice the old ones were gone, except for when they were fixing up the apartment, I guess. And that was just like one day. And but what's weird is they have a doorbell, and so now and again, I got this baton at Target too. So now and again, I hear this doorbell. And it's so odd. And I'm like, I don't have a doorbell. Why don't I have a doorbell? And so it's interesting. I used to twirl a flag and a rifle in color guard in high school. And so I saw this lighty up baton and I got it. So, oh, yeah, I forgot to share out my own live. I'm going to share it out. Let me see. I don't have the YouTube side open at all. So I was saying last night that I'm asking God for a confirmation about going to. I'm echoing now. I'm asking God for confirmation about Portugal because I'm having doubts about it. So I'm praying about that. I'm just going to share out my own live here. Red is live. Does anybody want to come up on my live? I'm going to go for 30 more minutes. I can just drop the link. Has to be somebody I know. Nobody nobody that I don't know. And you have to show yourself on the camera. So I will do that. Yeah, thank you for subscribing to each other and stuff. That's cool. But yeah, so in 3 weeks is when I go to Philly for Diana's art show, but mostly to see my daughter and grandbaby and my son-in-law. Do I like to fly? Pick me. Do you want to come up? I dropped the link. Lori. Yeah, and only people I know. So I mean, only well, I know everybody in the chat. Anybody in the chat. So I have anxiety flying a little bit now, but not. I didn't used to. I started having that after I had kids. I wasn't afraid to fly before I had kids. And I think after 9/11, a lot of people had anxiety about flying. But I'm usually okay. So in 1990, that's when I remember having the most anxiety. I was pregnant with my son, my oldest son. And my brother was getting married to my sister-in-law, who just recently passed away in January 2021. And so I was having anxiety about flying then. And Lori's here. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
I'm better, a little better. I'm I don't know why I'm so nervous about doing lives, but
I was too. I
yeah,
still
so
get nervous to do lives, and I was
I
like, "Why did I say I do this?"
yeah, but it's good. Yeah, I couldn't believe I couldn't do anything on Monday. Monday was bad.
Oh, it's a bad day.
Sunday and Monday actually. I missed Lisa's live too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
No, no,
Oh.
that's why I don't try to continue to do things when I get like that anymore. So I don't end up in the hospital.
Mm,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
It's all good.
Well, that's good that you know. Oh, you popped out and popped back.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
so I was talking about in 1990 when I was anxious about flying because I was taking Sarah. Sarah was my husband didn't go with me, and I was taking Sarah. Sarah was going to be in my brother's wedding, and I was pregnant with Teddy, and that was when I memorized Philippians 4, uh, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And God will give you the peace that surpasses all understanding. So, and I'm trying to figure out if that's just what I need to do. I went to a meeting today with Remote Year about, it wasn't about my trip specifically, it was just about getting familiar with their trips and their, it's kind of like a it's kind of like a service, so you don't have to travel alone really. So you're with a group of people, and that's why I joined it. And I'm going to be there, and I was like, it's neat because you're there for longer, because like you go into another country, and if you're going for just a week, how much can you really see?
Yeah.
You can't see everything, but you can see a little bit more too because I'm going to be there for 4 weeks.
Wow. That's a good time. When we went to Europe, we were there a month. Yeah. It's good.
Wow, cool.
Mhm.
When was
You
that you went?
Oh, that was so long ago. 2004.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, travel now, do what you want to do now. Do what you want to do now because I would love to go back to Europe and can't right now.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. See, it's similar that happened to my mom, because she had wanted to go, and it was right after they moved back to California in 1995, and in I think it was 1999, she had a pulmonary embolism, and they didn't I don't think they knew what it was right away, and so they finally did it. She had the um, surgery with the laser surgery, I think, um, and but it enlarged her heart, and she was on oxygen the last 10 years of her life from 1999 to 2009. So she wasn't able to. It was my aunt kept telling her, she's like, well, Dorothy keeps saying that I can fly, but she's like, she doesn't understand how complicated it is or something, but
yeah.
because of oxygen and all of that. And so but she was always a go-getter, and when my husband he started he started building the house in 1999, that same year, and we had Lydia in 2001, and it was the first time my mom couldn't come out when I had a baby because she had these health issues, and she wasn't flying, and so I tried at one point to make a reservation, but everything like fell through. I was going to fly into.
Something I figured out is like, I think a train would be good because you can actually get a room on a train with a
Yeah.
private bathroom and everything.
Yeah. Well, she got my dad to drive her across the country in 2001 and with her oxygen. And my brother Paul was still living then, but he was in prison in Arizona. And they coordinated everything. You know, they had to stop, get the oxygen at certain places. They stopped in Arizona, arranged to visit my brother there, and came to see me. And it was October for my birthday too. So they did all that, and they were like 12 to 12 years older than my in-laws. My in-laws were in Florida. It was their son that built the house. And they've never seen it. To my knowledge, they still haven't seen it. They've never gone to see the house their son built. And that's just, it's not right. They could have easily been up there to see it many times, but they haven't seen it once because they don't want. Boca's nice, but it's not that nice. I don't know. They don't travel. They're too cheap to travel anywhere, really. But yeah, they don't. They still haven't seen it, and now my parents have both passed away, and they're. I don't know. They might have gone up there now. I don't think they have though. I don't think they even went for my daughter's wedding. But yeah, that's them. But yeah, my mom. And then when I was going through things after she passed away, it was so cute. I found this little, because she wrote everything. She was like me. She wrote everything down. She didn't write poetry. My dad wrote poetry though, but she had journals and she wrote things down. And she had this little booklet, and she was like, and she was describing the house, our house. And then like at the end, she put, because she wanted to be able to see like me when she talked to me on the phone. She wanted to be like, we didn't do FaceTime, or I guess we could have done Skype back then, but we didn't do it. But, but, she's like, now I can picture where she is when I'm talking to her. She wanted to be able to do that. And she wrote down a thing, description of the house and all that. And I was like, it was cute. And so she had a lot of journals too, not as many as me though. But when I downsized, I got rid of a lot of my journals because I had like 100 journals. And, I probably had maybe like 120, 115. I got rid of, that was a hard thing to do, but I got rid of a lot of my journals, and I got rid of some of her journals, but not all of them. But lately I was thinking like maybe I should have kept those. But both when I left Georgia, I fit everything in my car to go up to the St. Louis area. And then again, I fit everything in my car when I left St. Louis area to come here. Hey, John Chalker's here. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Yeah, I saw your message too late on my chat last night for someone to drop your link. Lori can do that for you today. Okay, because John doesn't know how to drop a link yet. And I said, so I finally remembered last night, Lori. Well, you weren't there, but and I missed you. I did miss you. And I was concerned. And I prayed for you already this morning.
Thank you.
So I remembered to say, moderators drop your links. And so John was like, I don't know how to do that yet.
Well, just pull up your page, John, and on the right hand side, there's 3 dots. Hit those 3 dots, and then you just copy and paste it.
Yeah, it's complicated if you're on a phone too sometimes.
I do it. That's what I do it on the phone.
You do it on the phone? Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. I even just figured out today how to drop your link if you're on the line. Yep. We just keep learning.
Yeah, it's always good to keep learning. I can watch. I can. It just. I just learn by doing stuff, and that's how I. And you get less nervous with going on other people's lives and stuff.
Yeah. That's why I was. Yeah, I really didn't like missing Monday, but
Yeah, that's why I was concerned. I was like, I think she would be here if everything was okay. So I was concerned.
yeah. So I wanted to ask you, is it okay if I publicly thank you for sending that movie?
Yeah, let's talk about that because I keep forgetting to talk about that too.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
You're publicly thank me now. Okay. I'm dropping John Chalker's link in mine. I'm dropping it myself. Oh, your name has wait. 1L. Okay. I was like, does it have another L in it?
Okay, so I wanted to say my family loved the movie. We all loved the movie,
Oh,
and
good.
we all watched it. And thank you for doing that. She sent us a movie. What is it called?
Jesus Revolution.
Jesus Revolution. It was about in the 1970s when all that hit, and it was a big impact in my life. So she shared that with us, and we all really enjoyed it. Thank you. So I just want to say publicly, that's why I came on to say thank you.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you. So Red's become like a sister to me. So that's wonderful. She encourages me. She encourages us all, but I appreciate with everything going through. I appreciate you, Red. I really do.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. Because I've made the wrong sort of friends for years, and I don't know. I guess it was just that I was used to the dysfunction, and I was used to it. Just felt familiar to me. I guess that's what they say. And you continue to make the same sort of friends because that's what you were used to growing up with, and it's like it's really nice to finally have a friend that I know that is praying for me and that is encouraging. And because yeah, I know we were talking about recently, and I don't know if it's something someone meant to be. I think it was maybe not done intentionally, but I just felt discouraged from talking to someone, and you encouraged me, and so I really appreciate that because
That's we're supposed to do. We're supposed to
I
live.
need encouragement, not
Yeah, we all do.
discouragement right now. So
We all do, and it's
yeah.
good. It's good that this platform is available, and
Mhm.
because a lot of people were alone for a long time, and
Yeah.
just before social media, we were all in our little corners of the world, and
Hmm.
limited on the people around us,
Hmm.
So now it's opened up, and who would have thought I'd be in California, you're in Colorado, and some people can be in Southern California or wherever, all the way across the world. It's wonderful. I can't see the little writing though. I'm trying to read So if you see me squinting, you think I should put some glasses
Thank
on,
you,
be smart
John.
about it?
Maybe.
So I did get a call. I did get a call from my friend a minute ago, and he's on his way to. He had an assignment here in Modesto today, so he said, "You want to go to lunch?" I'm like, "Heck yeah!" Don't ask me twice.
That's good. That's good. I haven't heard from my son. Must be busy again. I haven't heard from him a little bit. I'm hoping to see him this week.
Yeah.
So,
Well, remember when we were younger, and they're just
mhm.
living their life,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, good. Yep. Maybe he'll be on a live with you one day. That would be cool, right?
He's ended up in a couple of videos, not on purpose, but
I
by
know.
accident. And so, yeah, the first time I think he didn't know I was filming, and I was filming eating a steak. my steak always gets a lot of views, and he was walking behind me, and he was talking to me, and that steak got a lot of views.
Yeah. Yep.
Niantic. So you were in Connecticut too, Kenneth? So yeah, I just prayed for my yeah, tell Tinkerbell I sped says hi. That's John's cat. So I was just praying for my friend's cat, Cassie, and I'm waiting to hear back from her because I don't know. I got that message yesterday and I didn't see it. So, but yeah. So I'm waiting to find out. So I got this, I got an email about Portugal, and they said you have 60 days, you can change it until, and it's still more than 60 days. So I might be able to change it. So
Are
I
you
don't
are
know.
you go- are you going to go to a bullfight? You got to go to a
Are
bullfight
they
over
are
there.
they in Portugal?
Yeah, Portuguese bullfights. I
Um,
forget what they're called.
I thought they were just in Spain.
They have a name for it. I don't know, but check it out. See if they have a bullfight there.
I'll see.
You're like, I don't know if I want to see, I want to see anything gory.
I don't know. Should I? I was just watching the other day because I was listening to a song. Carrie Underwood did a song with Need to Breathe called "I Want to Remember," and it was just about like making good memories and wanting to remember. John's here. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hello, everyone. My dinner of the day segment today, I'm going to give you a little hint. I'm doing Polish sausage
Oh.
with peppers, onions, corn, and green beans. And on the second side is going to be beef rice-a-roni.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good, John.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yes, I love to cook.
Uh-huh.
How are you doing today, my sis?
Good.
Nice to see you both.
Talking about that, we were talking about bowls, and so I was thinking about I was watching this song. There's a song with Carrie Underwood and Need to Breathe called "I Want to Remember," and it's about like remembering good memories and stuff. And I went to the Need to Breathe and One Republic concert with my son. So I think of that when I hear that song, and that was so awesome. I went to that concert. But after that song came on, there's these interviews, and if you're interested, go watch. It's about Carrie Underwood and her husband. that's the hockey player, and
Yes,
thereby
they had a lot of hard times, I heard, because of
missed.
his career and her
Well, no,
career.
she miscarried like a lot of times before they got pregnant with Jacob, their second son. But they're Christian and they, relied on God through it all. And one thing that's funny that the Bowles made me think of is that uh, Carrie Underwood, I guess, grew up on a cattle ranch, and now she's vegetarian, and she doesn't, but her husband is a hunter still, and so they.
Excuse me. Hunting natural meat is considered vegetarian. Yes, it is.
It's not.
Because it's grown on it. It usually eats its natural vegetation, and the natural vegetation means it's basically it's not a meat eater, and it's not pumped up with all those antibiotics. See, we
Yeah.
make mistakes when we raise cattle. We
Yeah.
pump them up with antibiotics and stuff like that because the government says, oh, you got to do this and it's got to be healthy. And if it's unhealthy, we're going to pull the meat off the line and da 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 da. You know how it goes, Red, with the
Mhm.
government. Look what they did to the chicken farmers. They had to kill the one chicken got sick. They made them pull the whole line of them. And that raised the prices on our eggs. You know what I'm talking about, sis.
Well,
In the
they
corner.
probably, they were afraid everybody was going to get sick, probably. So I guess that's
What they should have did was they should have tested the flock and see. Maybe it was only one bird. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why kill the whole flock if it's one bird, and that one
Can't
bird
take
is out in pasture number 6? You know what I'm saying?
Can't take a chance, John.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
can't.
you're right. They can't
I
take a
understand
chance.
they can't take a chance, though.
But then that raised the prices of eggs like crazy.
Yeah, I didn't notice that the eggs were so bad here.
Here,
They were.
a dozen of eggs went up almost to $6.
Wow.
Oh, it's over $6.
2 dozens of eggs at Walmart right now are still in the $7 range.
I'm wanting to get my receipt now and see how much my eggs were because I don't remember that they were that much. I usually do look at the prices at the store.
Well, that's something because they're 2 dozen over here, or 18 eggs is 14 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Walmart. The two of the
At
18.
Walmart.
Yeah, 2 of the 18s over here were like $7.65.
That's cheap. That's half price for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I live in Connecticut, honey.
I'm in California. You know California.
Okay, California is more expensive.
Yeah.
California is more expensive. Their gas is high as a kite. My uncle just came out of there like 2 days ago. Out of California, he was delivering for Walmart, and he said one tank of gas, 2 tanks of diesel fuel, costed him almost $7,000.
That's ridiculous.
Well, they're the big truck tanks. They're not the little tanks.
Still, it's crazy.
They were $7,000 a tank, he said, to fill them completely at the depot where he had to go.
Wow.
And that was because he was at the Walmart depot, where they make them fill up. Because if you're delivering for Walmart, they provide you the fuel. That's $7,000 in fuel just alone.
Wow.
And he went from Connecticut, from the bread company in Connecticut. You know the one that makes the Walmart blue bread?
Come here, baby.
The blue, those blue breads that we see.
Aww.
Hi.
Yep, she's a grandma.
Hi.
Hi.
Say
Hi, sweetheart.
That's Harrison. Say hi.
Want to see something? There's Tinkerbell right there, guys. She says hello.
Oh.
Aw. Yeah. Yeah, once I'm ready to eat, we'll eat together, okay? Yeah, baby. I'm
Now I
waiting for
don't know how to
I'm
go.
waiting for the Polish sausage to come out of the oven. It's actually not Polish sausage, it's kibasi.
I need to see if my grill will work because I tried to do my chicken on the grill the other day and I had trouble with my grill being on high enough and it was taking so long that I finally had to cook it in the pan. So I need to see what's up with my
Check
grill.
do you have on your grill, do you have a gas that tells you if the tank is full?
Yeah, no, it doesn't tell me. I might be almost out of gas. That's something I
Yeah,
consider.
and those 20-pound tanks usually never tell you right before they die.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that when you go next time you go to Walmart, go get yourself when you're going to change your tank out. Whoop, we lost her.
And she
I
came
missed her.
back. That's funny. I didn't even have to do anything. Pop
Yeah.
back in here.
They have this thing. It's you put it on before you put the hose on. You put on your. It's a thing that'll tell you if the tank is full or not.
Mm-hmm.
You can find them in the garden section, or what you do is just ask somebody. Say, listen, I'm buying a propane tank because when you go to change out the propane tanks, so they swap them and give you another one. What
Mm-hmm.
you do is when you're going inside to pay for that swap, all you do is say, "Hey, where is the propane bottle detectors? To tell if the tank is full or not." It's nothing more than a little gauge like this. It'll
Okay.
say green if it's full, and then when it gets down to the red, where it'll say empty.
Hmm. Okay.
And
Well.
guess what, guys? Remember I told you I had those butane stoves? They
Mhm.
saved my butt during this time when we didn't have gas in the house.
Oh. So you use
Remember
them
I
to.
told you I didn't have cooking gas in the house because they were working on the lines?
Uh-huh.
I went through 4 bottles, 4 of
Wow.
those regular butane bottles, small butane bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And we got gas on yesterday. And we got our hot water back too.
That's
So it seems like the guys are working on it because they had to do PEX fittings and all of it. So what's going on with you, Red?
Can you take the dogs out?
same things. My taxes. I'm waiting on that last form so I can finish
I
my.
hate death and taxes.
I
There's
feel.
2 things you can't get rid of: death and taxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Filled he filled out. So the person at church gave me this tax person's name, and he did an extension, and so I just need this one form. And I've been trying to call them too, and I can't call them.
Cool.
They seem to need
You won't
2
get through right
passwords.
now. It's too busy. The lines are jammed.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying. Call back later because we're experiencing a high volume of calls. But I'm gonna finish up, you guys, because I don't want to get burned out. I set up my lives already all this week, 1 o'clock. So I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. So I
All
hope
right, Red. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you for coming on another live
yes. Thanks everybody.
and having
Let
us up.
me go.
Have a great day.
Thanks for coming up, Lori. Glad
Okay.
you're feeling better.
Thank you. I'm going to go to lunch. I'm going to feel real good.
Great. That's great. Have
Yeah.
fun at lunch.
All right. Thanks, Red.
Bye.
Bye.